Hello and welcome back to the velocity analysis by instantaneous method. Today we are going to learn how to find the velocity at any point in a link in a slider crank mechanism using the instantaneous center method. Okay. So let us start by taking down the numerical. So the numerical states that in a slider crank mechanism, the crank OA is 300 mm and connecting rod AB is 1200 millimeter. The crank OA is turned 30 degrees from inner dead center. If the crank rotates at 15 radian per second clockwise, find the velocity of slider and angular velocity of connecting rod. Okay, so we should know that a slider crank mechanism is nothing but is as shown in the sketch over here. Okay, so this figure will not be given, but we are supposed to draw it because the values required to draw this slider crank mechanism is already drawn in the question. Okay, so what it says is that the crank is OA is 300 mm. So if you see in this length, the crank O to A, this length is given, which is 300 mm. And then the connecting rod AB, the length of that also is given as 1200 mm. Okay. Along with that, they said that the crank OA makes an angle of 30 degree from the inner dead center. Okay. So this inner dead center, it corresponds to the position of the crank. Okay. See, just like the piston or the slider, when it's at its far furthermost position, it is known as TDC, and when it's at the bottommost position, it is known as BDC, right? Top dead center, bottom dead center. Similarly, when the piston is at the TDC, top dead center, the crank is directly above. Okay, so that position of the crank is known as inner dead center. Similarly, when the piston is at the bottom dead center, the crank is in the extreme other end, which is known as outer dead center. So, okay, so this is the nomenclature. Alright, so we'll first solve by first identifying how many number of instantaneous centers are there. Okay, so for that we should know how many links are there, isn't it? How many links? So all that is fixed is known as link number 1. Okay, crank is link number 2. The connecting rod AB is link number 3, and the piston or the slider is link number 4. Okay, so there are 4 number of links. So when I substitute, we will get the instantaneous center as 6. Okay, so once you get the instantaneous center, make the list of all the instantaneous centers. Okay, that how you write the number of links 1, 2, 3, 4, and then starting from 1 and 2 gives you 1, 2, 1 and 3 gives you 1, 3, 1 and 4 gives you 1, 4. Similarly, 2 and 3 gives me 2, 4, 2, 3, and 2 and 4 gives me 2, 4. And then last 3 and 4 gives me 3, 4. Okay, so this is how we make the list of the links. Next, we are supposed to draw the slider crank mechanism in the sheet, in the answer sheet. Okay, how? So because the lengths are given, the length of the crank and connecting rod are given, so I have to suitably draw it to the true scale. Okay, or I mean because the values are too high, we will take the scale of 1:10. Okay, and draw the sketch. Okay. So how to draw this sketch? See, before drawing the sketch, you should know that the axis of the the point O, okay, where it rotates, the crank rod O, and the piston, okay, it is in a same axis. In the same axis, okay, this is a horizontal type of engine, so it is on the same axis. This you should know, okay, alright. So first I will draw that axis line, then I will locate point O. Okay, anywhere I will locate O, and then we will draw that it's a fixed. Okay, then I know that the length of the crank is 300 mm and that angle is 30 degree. Hence I know this, right, isn't it? So the scale 1:10 means with at least 30 mm I will draw this length. Once I draw this length, I know the length of AB is 1200. Okay, so with A as center and our scale, that is 120 mm, I'll cut the arc and hence I'll get point B. Once I get the point B, I will join B to A to get the connecting rod. Okay, and then I will draw this slider and then put it in in the motion. Okay, or it's a cylinder. Okay, so then and then I'll mark this is point O. Okay, this is A, crank and A, and this is B. Okay, then let us identify the links. How many links are there? So this is link number 1, link number 2, link number 3, and the slider is link number 4. Okay, so this is how you have to draw. Okay, so this question is usually asked for 15 marks. And they give us 15 marks because they want you to draw this properly. If you don't draw this properly, then the answer will be haywire. Okay. Okay. So once you do that, now let us start identifying the instantaneous centers. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2. Link number 1 fixed is here. 2 is here. They are joined at point O. Hence, that becomes instantaneous center of 1 and 2. Okay, this point O is nothing but instantaneous center of 1 on 2. Okay. Next, I will go to C1, 3. Link number 1 and 3 they are not connected. Okay, so just leave that. Okay. Then come to link 1, 4. Okay. Now 1, 4. So this is 4. On the link 4, on the link 1, the slider 4 reciprocates. Okay. So the instantaneous center in such case lies at the infinity. Okay. So for a slider mechanism, wherever there is a slider, its instantaneous center with respect to the fixed link will be at the infinity. Okay. So it is I14 is at infinity. Hence I will circle that also because I found out. Next I will go to link 2, 3. So link 2 is here, link 3 is here. They are joined at point A. So that point becomes the instantaneous center of 2 on 3. Okay. Since I found out that, I will also circle it. Next I will go to 2, 4. 2 is here and 4 is a piston. 2 is link here, 4 is the piston. There is no connection, so just leave it. Okay. Next go to 3, 4. Alright. So where is 3, 4? 3 is link connecting rod. 4 is this link. They are joined at point B or at this point. So that becomes the instantaneous center I3, 4. Okay. So we also found that. Okay. So once you found out that, then draw the circle. Okay. Identify the 4 links 1, 2, 3, 4. Because 1, 2 is found, draw a line. Because 2, 3 is also known, draw a line. Because 3, 4 is also known, draw a line. And 1, 4 is also known, hence draw a line. Okay, so you get this sketch. Next, what we don't know, what is 1, 3. Okay, so what is this? So to find that, draw a line from 1 to 3 like this. Okay, now this given, then identify 2 adjacent triangles. So you have triangle 1, 2, 3 and 1, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 4, 3. Okay, so now let us first I take the triangle 1, 4 and 3. So here it is 1, 4 and 3, 4. Okay, so it's like in the center 3, 4 is here and 1, 4 is at infinity. So this line holds good. Okay, this line holds good. So just draw a line. Now on the other side, you have 1, 2 and 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2 is here and 2, 3 is here. So once someone draw the line, so that point is nothing but the instantaneous center of 1 on 3. Okay. Next, I will look at 2, 4. So to 2, 4, draw a line from 1 to 4. Okay. Identify the 2 adjacent triangles, that is 2, 1, 4 and 2, 3, 4. Okay. So first let us start identifying. So first it is 3, 4 and 2, 3. Draw a line. Then from 1, 2 and 1, 4. 1, 4 is at infinity, right? So or normal. So draw one more line. So wherever that meets, that is the instantaneous center of 1, 1, 2, 4. Okay. So this is the way you find all the instantaneous centers. Okay. Once you find, now let us, after we find all the instantaneous centers, now you have to go to solve the problem. Okay. So so this is the things we need. What is given? The angular velocity. Okay, the angular velocity of the link OA is given. So either angular velocity will be given or speed is given. Okay. If speed is given, then we have to find out angular velocity. Alright. So here directly angular velocity is given. Great. Okay. So what I have to find? I have to find what first I have to find what the velocity at point A. Okay. So VA is what? Omega OA into the length OA. Okay. So omega OA is 15, which is given. OA is the length of the link. So that is 300 mm or 0.3 meter. And hence I will get the answer as 4.5 meter per second velocity at A. Okay. Now this velocity at A is also, I can write, is also equal to what? Omega, or here, omega of AB into the length from I13 to A. Okay. Right now. So to find the angular velocity of connecting rod AB, okay, that is omega AB, I can write that velocity of A is omega AB into distance between I13, that is at this point, to point A. Okay, so this point I have to measure in the scale. Alright, that's why this drawing diagram is very, very important. So the distance from I13 to A, okay, will actually give me the length. Okay, so in our scale, I think it will come to 137 mm is the measure. But then the scale factor is 10, so I have to multiply by 10, which is 1370 millimeter or 1.37 meter. You substitute and get the answer. Okay, which is, so omega AB is 3.28 radian per second. So once I know that omega AB, now I can calculate the velocity at point B. That is what is I required. Okay, velocity at point B, which is nothing but omega AB into distance of I13 to point B. Okay, to point B. So again measure the length from I here to here. Alright, so you might get it as 34 mm. So that into 10 will give you 340 mm. 340 mm means 0.34 meter. I substitute, I get the answer as 2.57. Okay, this is it. Alright, it's a very simple one, but you have to go step by step, and the main is you have to draw this properly. Okay, so we will solve one more problem because on the same lines. In the Schneider crank mechanism, the crank is 0.3 meter, connecting rod is 1.5 meter. The crank is turned 45 degrees with the inner dead center and rotates at 450 rpm. Find the velocity of the slider and angular velocity of the connecting rod. Okay, again it was Schneider crank mechanism. Here he didn't say OA, BA, AB and all, but directly he said the crank is 0.3, connecting rod is 1.5, and the angle that the crank makes is 45 degrees. Okay, so with that in mind, okay, you are supposed to draw the diagram. Again, first how to draw? Draw the axis line, identify this point A, then draw the link, that is the crank of length 0.3, 300 mm or 45. Then the length of connecting rod is given. From here, cut an arc to get 0.4 and then complete the sketch. Okay, alright. So all the steps are the same. So I'm just gonna skip. We know that there are 4 links, hence instantaneous center 6. Then make a list of all the instantaneous centers. Okay. Alright. Again, the scale factor I'm going to take 1:10. Okay, because there are huge numbers. Draw it and start identifying the instantaneous center. Okay, 1, 2 comes here. Then 1, 3 you don't know. I1, 4 is at infinity. Okay, is at infinity. And then okay, 2, 3 is where the 2 and 3 meets. Over here is here 2, 3. 2, 4 you don't know. 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4 is over here, point here, and also found that. Okay, once you find that, do the circle diagram and find the intersections of 1 and 3 as well as 2 and 4. Okay, just like we did. Alright. So once that is done, then again now here, so crank speed is given. Okay, so crank speed 450. From there you're going to calculate the omega OA or angular velocity. In the previous problem, directly angular velocity was given. Here speed was given, so I have to find the angular velocity, which is 47.12 radian per second. Next, everything follows the same. Velocity at A is omega OA into the length of the crank. Okay, so the crank is 300 mm, substitute, get the answer. Angular velocity of connecting rod AB. So because I know velocity at A, I can calculate what is the angular velocity of connecting rod AB or omega AB. Okay, again I have to measure the length. See here I13 to A, so measure the length from here to here. Okay, in the scale you might get 210 mm, but you have to multiply by the factor 10 because the scale you have taken is this, which is 2100 or 2.1 meters. Substitute and get the answer as omega of AB. Okay, 6.73 radian per second. So once I calculate omega AB, now I can calculate velocity of slider B, which is equal to omega AB into distance of I13 to point B. Okay, or 4, whichever point this is. So from here, so please don't take the length to the to the cylinder, because you take it to the point. Okay, to the point 4. Remember at the connecting. So which is 1.7 meter. Okay, or 1700, or maybe when you put in the sketch, it will be 170 into 10, 1.7. Substitute that and get the answer. Okay, so both this out of these problems, one will come in the examination. So it's very, very simple. Okay, so this is how you calculate the velocities at any point in a link. Okay, by using the instantaneous center method. Okay, I hope you understood this. I'll give an assignment on this, so please submit that. Okay, all the best. Any question, please contact me.